Colorado and Coach Prime had their spring game yesterday. It was on television. We're going to react to it. So make sure you are subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. We're reacting to a spring game. So one, we're about that life when it comes to being college football sickos. Two, if you've watched this show, you know we typically do stuff like this in a professional studio. Got some nice lights, got a soundboard, got a couple of cameras. A spring game happened yesterday. We had to react to it. We wanted to react to it. So we're doing this in a remote fashion. I'm in Atlanta. Cato's in Nashville producing this thing. So again, we had to find a way to react to a spring game. I promise you, we're sick for this. I know you are too. So we're in lockstep. Make sure you're subscribed if you are college football sicko. Okay. So like I said, Colorado had their spring game. One, I love that they had it and they broadcasted it on national television. I also think we shouldn't just gloss over the fact that Colorado had their spring game on ESPN, of all places, on an ESPN family of networks. How many times has Colorado been able to do that over the course of the last 10 years? I get they had it previously because Deion Sanders is there, but I think we should know how visible the Colorado brand is. I think we've maybe taken that for granted a little bit more as of late. Like, this is a big deal. It's a big deal for high school recruits on a Saturday afternoon in the month of April to casually turn on the Colorado spring game if they have ESPN or any of those family of networks. That matters. Accessibility, visibility, brandability, all of that matters. To not have to go pay for some random subscription to go watch a school you have an offer from. If you're a recruit of Colorado, I think that only helps Coach Prime in terms of where they are and where they're headed as an overall football program. So shout out to Coach Prime for having a spring game, and shout out to Coach Prime and the entire operation in Boulder for being as visible as they are. I think that matters, and it's only going to continue to matter as we move forward in what modern college football is. Let's talk about the quarterback battle here. Kaidon Salter, Julian Lewis, two good options here. All right, champagne problems if you're a Colorado fan. Are they Shedeur Sanders? No. Do you have to be Shedeur Sanders for Colorado to go and have a chance to win the Big 12 next year? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think when you look at who looked the best yesterday, to me it was Kaidon Salter. I think about control. I think poise. I think the way he maneuvered in the pocket. None of it looked too fast for him. None of it looked overwhelming for him. He's a guy that's played a lot of college football. He took Liberty, a G5 school, to a New Year's Six bowl game. And he looked like that yesterday. And so, to me, I feel really comfortable handing him the keys to this offense in 2025 because of what we saw from him yesterday, how smooth he looked, how poised he looked. You kind of got what you signed up for, right? When you got him via the portal, you knew you were getting a guy with a ton of production, who's played a lot of college football, who can move and shake a little bit. You saw that yesterday. Now, they didn't push the ball downfield quite as much as maybe they had last year. It's a spring game. Like, they ran the heck out of that RPO where you put the ball in the flats. I'm here for it, man. If that's Colorado in 2025, I'd be a little bit surprised. But if that's how you want to score points and that's how they score points, you don't go broke taking a profit. It's what Matt Berry said on the broadcast yesterday, and I think he's absolutely on the money. So, to me, if you had to start a game tomorrow, Kaidon Salter would be your highest floor / best option. Now, Julian Lewis, that's not taking any respect off his name. Dude showed a lot of, I think, pop yesterday with what he did in that spring game. There were a couple of throws that he didn't necessarily connect on, but you just kind of say, oh, okay, like that's, kid can rip it a little bit. And he's supposed to still be in high school, early enrollee, true freshman. Like, he's going to be a player for you now. And the reason why I mention that is if he started the game tomorrow at quarterback for Colorado, it'd probably be Kaidon Salter. Now, as we get into October, though, if Colorado isn't where they want to be offensively, or they just think Julian Lewis is a better option for them, don't be shocked if he ends up taking over that job midseason. That's all I will say. I think you saw the tools, you saw the juice. Once he gets totally comfortable playing college football, no fault of his own that he's not ready just this very second, from what I can gather. He's going to be a factor, I think, for Colorado in this quarterback battle at some point during this year. Is that October? Is that November? I don't know, but I do think he factors in at some point. And at the very worst, guess what he does? Pushes Kaidon Salter and reminds him every single day, hey, rent is due, brother. You want to be a starting quarterback in Colorado, you better make sure you pay rent today at practice, pay rent today during the meetings, because I'm coming for you, all right? And I love that. I think competition, just raises the entire output of any room, much less a football team, and especially the quarterback position, iron sharpens iron. You have that at Colorado. Kaidon Salter cannot rest on anything he did in the spring game heading into fall camp. So there's that. The trenches, I think they're trending the right direction for Colorado. It's a spring game. It's tough to tell exactly what it's going to look like in the fall. But I feel like, whenever you check a graph, I'm not a stocks guy, but you see a graph that has a stock producing, positive returns. It's not linear. right? It's a up a little bit, down day, up a little bit, down day, up a little bit. But eventually you zoom out, that stock has made however much of a positive return for you over the course of the last year. I think that's Colorado's offensive line. Is it perfect? No. Is there a perfect offensive line out there in college football? Of course not. But what they were when Coach Prime got there to what they are now, I continue to see a different level of physicality. You see a different level of output when it comes to rush yards from Colorado a season ago. I think you see a different level of willingness to run the football if you're Colorado as well. Like, I mean, 3rd and 3 a couple of years ago, they're not putting the ball on the ground. They're putting it out on the perimeter and letting one of their skill players go in. To put it simply, on 3rd and 3 this year, I think Colorado will feel pretty comfortable calling a run play. So I think that's a positive takeaway here from the spring. Now, the skill players, those are still going to be Coach Prime brand, in my opinion. Like Joe Williams, it's going to be a player for him now, man. Kind of a sneaky portal acquisition for them from Tulsa. He can go up and get it, dude. There's been highlights of him all spring long during practice out there in Boulder making acrobatic catches and mossing dudes. That's going to translate in the fall. Do you still have Travis Hunter on the roster? No. Do you lose some other key pieces like a Horn? Of course, but like they're going to be, I think, still in a very good position to push the ball downfield here in 2025. They will not be lacking on the outside when it comes to having dudes that can go make plays for you downfield when you talk about that receiving core. So quarterback room, still think it's Caden Salter's job, but Julian Suis is going to push him for that job. And I mean, that's going to benefit everybody. Trenches, headed the right direction. And the receiver room, I love the overall core talent they have there. They're going to be in real good shape, and they're going to be able to run the offense they want to run here in 2025 out there in Boulder. So that's it for the spring game, man. Enjoyed the fact that it was on national television when we got a bunch of coaches saying, no, we're not going to do a spring game. Don't want you to see our players. Coach Prime's like, let's play a real game, dude. Syracuse, let's get this done. I'd be surprised, actually. I'll say this too. This is not related to the spring game, but I'll just say this. I'd be surprised if this time next year Colorado isn't playing a real football team on the other side of their spring game. I think Coach Prime will find a way to get it done. But with that being said, man, spring is in the books for Coach Prime in Colorado. Our reaction is now in the books. Let me know your thoughts on Colorado here in 2025 and how that pertains to them in the Big 12 and that whole conference title race. I think they'll factor in. See no reason why they can't, especially based on the spring game. Cato on the 1s and 2s, myself, JD PicKell. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.